starting recording right now. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen, like the whole screen, so that you see the whole configuration steps and the like. Okay. All right. So what we're going to start with is you guys have seen the package I've sent in the group. Oh, I've seen the package I've sent in the group. Yes. Okay. She's not really available at the moment, but I'm sure she's going to accompany us because she's the one who's got the whole concept. Let me just mute everyone right now so that you guys can pay attention. Okay. So I wanted her to join. But I'm sure she's not available right now. So I've seen this package I've sent. So let's just do it as though it's the first time getting the package. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the package. And once you download the package, you're going to find something like this. So what you do is if you're using WinRAR or if you're using we're going to do 2 steps now. The first step is going to be WinRAR. What you do is you do this, you go to extract files, you look for the place where you're going to drop your files, which is going to be the desktop. And when you do that, it's going to bring you the whole folder, which is going to be extracted like this, which is this right here. Then if you don't have WinRAR with you, what you do is you open with since you don't have WinRAR, so the file is going to tell you to open with Windows Explorer. Once you open with Windows Explorer, what you do is you just copy the whole thing, you put it on your desktop. Yeah, you copy the whole thing, you put it on the desktop. Then you can copy this, drag it on the desktop like this. Then to ask to replace the files, since I've already extracted. So I'm just going to extract the files like this. So you're going to have a folder. You're going to have a folder like this. This is the folder you're going to have. I think let's do this. This guy, let him join first. Let me send him a link. He joins. If he's going to join or not, because he's complaining. Changing mentors, you know what happens when you change your mentor too much. Yeah, it's something else. Okay. So if he's going to join, at least. So okay. So when you extract the files, this is the folder you're going to get. You're going to get a folder which has the indicators in it. These are the indicators. And it's also going to have a template. So you're going to have 2 templates. There's 1 minute template and a 5 minutes template. This is very important because we're going to have a split screen, a split screen setup. So after you get this, what you do is you open your MT5. Yeah, so you open your MT5. So yeah, you open your MT5. So after you open your MT5, this is just a template which you are going to get. So here's where the trick comes in. So if you get the whole setup and you don't set it up exactly how it's supposed to be set up, this is what you're just going to get. So when you get the templates, since I said there's a template for a minute, you put it here. This is what you're just going to get. You're just going to get something like this. Understand? This is what you're going to get. You're not the setup is not going to be set up. So no matter how you load, if you load the templates here, you load the 5 minutes template, you're going to find something like this. You try and load the elite template, you're still going to find something like this, and it's not going to make sense for you. So what you're going to do is after you get the files, like you have seen how I've put the files on the desktop, you go to the file, then you open folder data. Once you open folder data, what you do is you go to your desktop right away. Follow these steps. If you don't follow these steps, you're going to mess up. You're going to find your template is just going to load the same way mine is just loaded right now. So you enter the KDMFX folder, you go to the indicators. Don't open this. Don't go beyond this. Just copy this right away. Copy it right away. Just copy it. Then you click back. You go back to the MQL5. This is recorded. You're going to find everything. All the steps are going to be here. So you go to the MQL5, then you go to the indicators right here. In the indicators, just paste here. This is where you paste it. Paste it the way I've pasted it. You have seen it has come up. It has come with what? The KDMFX. So you go back again to your desktop. What you do, you enter the folder. You go in the templates. You copy these templates. You go back. So you go back now. Now you go back to where it's written profiles. Okay, let me just go back one step again. In the MQL5 folder, then you go to the profiles here. In the profiles, you're going to find templates. So in the templates now, this is where you paste your. You see, it's even asking me to replace since I already have them. I was creating them for you guys. So yeah. So when you paste this is a 1 minute, this is a 5 minutes. So what you do is you close. So you're going to see one thing. If I try to load the template right now, it's not going to load again. I'm going to tell you the reason why. See, it will load the same way. It won't load this way I want it to load up. You see, this is a 5 minutes. It won't load up the same way I want it to load up. So what you do is after you do that, you click Control N. Then, as you can see, the folder is not yet indicated. So what you do is you refresh. Then after refresh, you see the KDMFX has popped up, all the indicators are here. So just after that, what you do is you now go to load up the templates. So since you have put the templates there, they'll come like this. So you put the 1 minute here, then it will load up. This is the way it's going to load up. So this is going to be the 1 minute, 1 minute. As you can see right here, this is 1 minute. Oh boy, condition ya pangika. You can take a trade. Okay. Let me just scalp a little bit at this point here.
Just spike.
Yeah, let me just scalp a little bit as we are talking right now. Okay. So let me see how much should be. Let me just go to. Okay, let's just hit that amount and we're done. So that you see what's going to happen right here. Okay. So after that, you have seen this has loaded up. Then let's see in the 5 minutes if we have the right conditions set up as well. Or this is a 15. Let's put it back to the 5 minutes and let's see what's happening in the 5 minutes. So we load up now the 5 minutes template, which is going to bring something like this. So we are a bit late on this, but we're just going to at least get something like that out of, let's just make at least 20. Then we end the day properly today. Where's my TP? TP somewhere here. Okay. All right. So you see, this is where the star pops up. This is what we have found out to be at least the best point where you can take your entry from. In the 5 minutes, this is where you see the star in the 5 minutes, as you can see right here. So the conditions which got made here, it says this is live trading right here. So as you can see, it's a real account, so the demo account. So as you can see right here, the conditions were met. This is where you've seen the moving average change the color to red. Then we also have the crossing here, so you can see. But yeah, so the other condition which we're going to look out for is the crossing here of the MACD and the RSI. So we're just going to hit our TP, then we're going to be done. Then yeah, we'll proceed. So as you can see, I've taken the entry right now just after the conditions were met for me. Then I'm looking at the 5 minutes here. We've seen the conditions which were met. We took an entry here, which was here. Then there was a bit of manipulation here, which made us to move out of the trade because we're anticipating a breakout. Because looking at what was happening in the 4 hours, the market is ranging in the 4 hours here. So the market has been ranging, trying to break. So every moving average you're seeing here, we have the exponential 40 moving average, which is on top of the candlesticks, which is making the downtrend move. So you see, when the bars are this color, gold, they are good to take a trade on. When they are good, they're good to take a trade on. They'll change the color from gold to red an example is going to be at this point here. This is where now we're going to see a spike. Then the reason why I've taken this trade is because the market has spiked coming back to this point, which has formed some sort of double top, is why I've taken that trade. And the other thing is, the condition for the star were met. And you see, now the market has brought the arrow and the bars are going to change from gold, they're going to become red. So which is now going to tell you that exit the market. If you don't exit, you're going to be caught up by a spike like this, because right now the market is just ranging. And the other thing is, if we look at the monthly candle, we're going to find the monthly candle is what color? It's gold, and the gold color is mostly the one which trends, which is safe most of the times. Because if you look what happened here, the market was ranging within the red bar. But if you took an entry from the top here, where the bars are good, then you wouldn't be touched by anything at this point here. You wouldn't be touched by anything at this point. You get it? So so one thing, my conclusion right here is that all these bars which are gold like this, they are safe. When the bars change the color to red, then you need to exit the market. Though this is a good trend, because looking at the 5 minutes, we have a star on it. Then the market is going to push, at least the whole 5 minutes candle is going to be safe. It's going to go down. So an example is going to be here. There was also another example here. Though today we were just scalping. This account is just for scalping. So it's not an account which we're going to take trades and hold. I already have an account which I'm taking the trades and I'm holding on. So this is just one of the accounts which I'm trading, scalping, trying to increase the lot size, and I want to see which one is going to pick up fast. Otherwise, I already have that other account which you guys, I'm sure you have seen. It's a swing account. So we did analysis that was 2 weeks ago on the same asset, this same asset. So starting from this point, going all the way down, I've been holding on a trade going all the way down on the swing account, on the swing account. The reason being is because if you get your fib, let me just enlarge this so that you see again. We go to the point where we're going to now put the fib and see how we're going to take advantage of the fib. So coming from this point where the market created the support, if you get our fib, you press it coming to this point here. Coming to this point here, you find that all the entries, there's an entry here, there's an entry here. These entries were safe. The market was ranging here, it touched the 23. Then started ranging at this point. Then we also see some range between the 38. Then also we've seen a breakout. So this is a good zone. When the market reaches this point, we can see it maybe do something like a reverse, or it will continue. But most of the times there's a 78 which I haven't put, because this is more like a new setup. This is a new setup of this. Okay, this is a new installation of MT5, because I'm no longer using Windows 11. I'm using Windows 10 now. Then this is the whole setup. Like everything is just more like new. So yeah. But if you follow the swing low to the swing high, like this was the lowest point of the market. This was the lowest point of the market. Let me just plot it nicely here. So if you follow this again, you find that everything just reads okay. You find that this is why the market has reached a 50. This is if you follow exactly how from where the zigzag showed you the lowest point to the highest point of the market. So this is what you get. Either ways, all the entries were safe. All these entries were safe. These are the daily candlesticks. So if you look at it in the 1 week, you find the same thing. So yeah, this is what you get. This is 1 week, the lowest point to the highest point. And what have I talked about the gold bars? If you look closely, all the gold bars are really safe to take your trades on. The red bars, what happens? A blue spike covers up everything. Though this trade, let's see how it's actually playing out right now, because today we're just reaching a target. At least we're just trying to at least scalp to $100 so that the account grows to at least 700. Oh, a spike has just spiked. Let me go back to the 1 minute time frame so that I confirm. You see? So if you're in the markets, then you saw this, then you took it, you held for some time. See what would have happened. A spike would have caught up with you, and yeah, it would have been game over for you. So, but if you can use the same information, you can catch the spike, because this mostly happens. For me, I'm just scalping. I'm not really up to catching the spikes and that stuff, but you can use the same information to catch the spikes. Everything which is under the red MA, this red MA is a spike zone. We can see that. And the reason why this has spiked is because it's here near the Bollinger Band.
Huh?
Spike a foot. So we can pass a confirmation. We take a trade. The last one.
Yeah.
All right. How much am I remaining to make? Just $5, and I'll be at 700, and we'll be done for the day. Cross account. As a tad. Capacity condition. I think $5. I can scalp the $5 right now because you pass entry. Oh, sina spike of the pie. Okay, let's take target. Just one. Okay, let's take this one cash, then we'll be done.
1 minute.
Yeah. So okay, so you have seen what has happened. The spike has just spiked and it has gone above like that. So yeah, so you have to trade with conscious. You have to trade with conscious. Let me take one last trade, then we'll be done. Let's set our target for the day. Just a moment. Hello. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Okay. So we'll just scalp a little bit to at least 5, then we'll be done. Chakoche 1 bar. So this is only $5 we're going to make, then we'll be done for the day. So okay, so yeah. There's a bar on top here, so let me see if I can move these. Let me see if okay, yeah. Let me see if I can move this a little bit.
So to get my candles and that way.
Then chat kechepa
1 minute.
fika 700. Kairapa, I'm having a Zoom session. I don't want to disturb myself. I want to move this, but it's not moving, right? There's a bar blocking my screen. Okay, let me just minimize this. Let me just take it to this point. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is a 5 minutes. Oh, this is one, eh? Here's a 5 minutes, 5. Okay, so it's a 5 minutes. So this is where the 5 minutes bar starts. Here, the confirmation was not really met, because at this point, sometimes you find maybe some spikes, which spikes, once it touches this bar, this moving average, there's some nasty spikes which spike. So you need to be careful, because this doesn't really complete, it can spike again. So there are other confirmations where you see a spike like this, where a blue spike will spike, then a green spike will spike. After that, then you can see at least a trend going all the way down to cover up the gap which happened at this point here. So here the confirmation is not really met yet. So once the market confirms, when this changes the color, you take your entry from where the star is going to pop up to where you see the arrow to avoid the spike like this. You understand? So you wait for confirmations. 1, this is a confirmation. 2, another crossing. So you have seen me, I'm taking the live trades right here. We're trying to move the account. This used to be a $5 account. Now it's 700. So for us, my target for the day has been met on this account. I'm going to focus on the other account, which are monitoring the swing. Yeah. So yeah, you have seen. So here now the confirmation has been given to us. The other guy has already taken the trade right here, because I'm trading with somebody. He's moved his account. I'm sure I've seen the video which I've just uploaded recently, which was talking about him. He's doubled his account, and yeah, he's moving from there. So if you want, you can watch and see what's going to happen there. So this bar, once it just closes, the 5 minutes bar, it closes. We can have another confirmation of the of the 5 minutes candle, which is going to have a star on it, then yeah, the whole trade is going to go. I'm sure the person who's supposed to join us has even sent a message. I'm sure she can explain to you how it has been for her. And she has she has moved the $10 account to, I'm sure, I don't know, maybe she has even reached 50 by now. But let me see. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so here is what she was doing. Here's what she was doing. Okay, so yeah, so the reason why I've changed the settings is because to avoid this. We know the market always retraces back to your entry point, but in this case here, I don't know if there's okay. So in this case here, she entered the trade. She entered the trade where she saw the star. So you see, she entered the trade where she saw the star, but in the 5 minutes, it didn't really complete the whole thing. It didn't really complete the whole thing, you see? So, but what we have done now, we have erased this. We don't want this to be happening to everyone. Where you take your trade, it spikes for you. We want to take sniper entries where nothing bad is going to happen to you unless you agreed. Unless you agreed. Otherwise, all the entries are going to be perfect. If you look at this, she took an entry from this point, she has come down to this point. There was another entry she took here, which was not really good, but she took it. Then it went in profits, but she held for some time, it spiked. The reason why it spiked is because if you see the setup I gave to her, all the green bars were safe, but now we're using the gold bars. So all the gold bars are now safe. Then this is what everyone is now going to be using. Then one thing, the next move is, you see, after it spiked from this point, the market came back. Then the good part is she did what I told her. When you get spiked, the market comes back. What do? She was using a minimum lot size. So from where the spiked from, she took another inch after seeing the star. Then she went down with it until she closed the other position in profit. Look at this. Look at the balance and look at what happened here. But there's a $20 account in here. The equity was 25. Then it spiked. Oh, it was 30. Then now it became 25 because the loss was $4. So it spiked for her. Then she had to enter another position to bring back the loss, like to cover up the loss. And yeah, it did. So you see, so she's been moving. Every time she set herself a target, she's been moving. Nice. See, this is the whole thing. Like, this is the whole thing. And the good part is we're taking the same trades. We're taking the same trades. You see, she reached 45 now. Then this account used to be, let's see, when did she start? She showed me a screenshot where she started from. She started from just $10. That was $10. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, you get the whole thing. So at least she's moving. So the only thing which is now going to make you lose on those good trades is there's someone audio is making some noise. She's actually, you've seen, she has made $50 from $10 within a week. Same thing applies to the guy who's trading right here. I don't know if you can give the testimony. We've just been doing the same thing over and over again. So yeah, so this is what you do. You set a target for the day. Every student of mine, I've told them to start, if you are going to be trading a $5, $10 account, set a target to making at least $5 a day. $5 a day. Then you reach a certain amount where at least you can increase, so that you get the concept and you're going to be profitable every time. You know, this is what I'm going to say. I've always repeated this. You see me trading a $500 account. And okay, let me just say, starting from $5, I moved it to 10. From 10 is where, that time when I had the $10 account, is the first time I did this video where I had the Zoom session with everybody. I was giving them a signal to say, boom, 1000 was going to sell hard this coming weeks. Yeah. The video is already on YouTube. I don't know, you guys, you see, from that point, you see what has happened now, and this bar has now come. So yeah, it's safe. The confirmations are here, the crossing is here. So the video which I put up on YouTube, it was talking about where is that video? It was talking about what was going to happen. So you guys, you need to be paying attention to everything I'm posting, because you're going to miss out a lot of information. So here we're just looking at crash 1000, and there was also a time where I looked at boom. Should be somewhere I was looking at boom 1000, because boom 1000 has been so good. You guys just don't know what you're missing out on. If you're going to be trading a lot of assets at one point at the same time, it's a bad thing. Yeah, so this was another thing we had. We were talking about crash, then we went further on to talk about boom and that stuff. Then these are the withdrawals we did. This is what we did today. And yeah, anyways, we're not here for all that, but you need to be following this. There's a lot of important information when it comes to the videos which I put up. If you just follow that, you get this, you get the setup. You set it up like this. Please set it up like this. Don't set it up the way you feel like you want to set it up. Set it up the same way I'm setting it up. The same way. This same way, where you have two windows. If you're not going to put up two windows like this, then you're going to be blind. You're not going to know what's happening on the other window and on the other side. So instead of me just making 5 here, I could have made at least maybe something like 25 or 30 US dollars if it was not for the the YouTube for the Zoom session and me setting to reach a target. So at least my target has been met, and look at what's happening now. You see what's happening now. You guys can see what's happening. The same things I've talked about. So now what's going to happen is the market is now going to touch the blue MA. Now, this is a downtrend market. There are situations where you find the market is actually moving up, because sometimes people don't really pay attention to that. You don't really want to check the higher time frames. So if you look at the higher time frames, okay, there was something which happened today. The reason why the market has even moved like this. Let me give you the reason why the market has moved like this. The reason the market has moved like this, if you look at in the 5 minutes, every entry which has a star on it is going to come back to that point. So what happened today was when the market was moving up with a lot of momentum, it was forming this. It spikes, it comes back. It wanted to form a star in the 5 minutes, but it spiked. It wanted to form another star, it spiked. It wanted to form another star, it spiked. So the time we came now, we found that the market has reached this point. We missed these entries, then we started taking these entries. Looking at what was happening at this point here, we were anticipating the market to come down to make a retest here. We're looking at it in the 15 minutes. So the market came and it just touched this point, made the test here of the support, and it bounced back. This is the reason why the market has bounced back. You see, it's because when you see a spike where the market was trying to make a condition, the 5 minutes, and it spikes for you. At this point, what you do is you just have to wait, because I'm sure some of you guys know how to calculate your risk and that stuff. Because for me, don't be scared of lot size. I think I mentioned something to do with the lot size which you're going to be using according to the account size. So this position is actually close to the, okay, let me just do this. It's close to the entry. Let me just put the stop loss so that you see what I'm talking about right here. Let's just put somewhere like 40. So yes. Hello, babe. I'm fine. How are you, babe? Just a moment. I'm having a Zoom session right now, and then I'm using this as network. All right, I'll call you back. All right, guys. I think I was interrupted that time. So, okay, yeah. So now let's now modify this. Let's see. I just want to show you something so that you should be scared of the lot size. I want to show you something so that you need to know that the lot size you're using is actually safe. So there are lot sizes which are recommended. 80. Okay, good. So done for the day.
For the day, my guys.
Right. At least. How do we throw everything? 20. Okay, good. At least tomorrow $20 again. Okay, guys. Seems like I'm not yet connected. Let me see the bike. All right. Okay. So yeah. Okay. What was I? Okay, I was at this point here. So now let me modify. I put it here. Let me just modify this. I just want to show you something so it should be scared of lot size. I'll move this point so that you should be using the right lot size for your account. So you see, when I put that to that point, it's about $300. So you need to have $600 in order to use at least 5 lot size without any worries. So just imagine you took the entry here, then it spikes for you, but you can't take this entry here. The reason why you can't take this entry here, the conditions in the 1 minute were not met. So you can't really take it. I can show you. Let me just try to go back so that I show you that the conditions were not really met, the same conditions that I'm talking about. This is what happened here. The market was an uptrend. The blue MA was under the candles. So let me just zoom in so I show you that you wouldn't have taken the trade, that losing trade. I think I've gone further back. Where was that? So, yeah, here. So you see, here, what happened was such trades here, you avoid them. The reason being is because the exponential 40 is under the candlesticks, and it's coming from what? Support. Unless you don't know what you're doing, because every market which is coming from support after making a retest, like first retest, first test, second test, and another retest, it will push price up. And the conditions here, if you see closely, you see the exponential 40 is under the candlesticks. I've been teaching about this. The other thing is the MACD was coming from the bottom going all the way up. So you avoid such entries, then you wait for entries which are going to give you a confirmation with a star. So yeah, here there was a star which was coming, but either ways, you wouldn't have made a big loss if you had the $600 account. You could have just waited for the market to reverse back and put you back in profits. But these are trades which you are going to avoid. These are trades which are going to avoid when the market is moving all the way up. If you read closely, it says sell above, buy below. So everything which is below is going to be spikes. So yeah, everything which is below here is going to be spikes. So I don't expect you to take a trade from this point to sell. You buy. Then you only sell when the market has crossed, when you see the conditions, the confirmations like that. Yeah. So yeah, when the market is coming down from that. And another thing is, this is a gold. Now, this is what we're going to be focused on. This is a golden zone where if you're in the market and you see this pop up, the market goes a long trend going down. It doesn't come back to this point most of the times, unless maybe further on. Yeah, you see, it goes all the way down. So when you see that, just take a trade and forget, because the market is going to push price nicely going all the way down. So here the conditions were perfect. See, K made the double top. Let's see if we can confirm that. There was a double top here. At this point here, it has covered up all the red bars. Because yeah, the thing is, the market will want to come back and cover up all the red bars. I think if you watch the other videos where I was explaining this, I'll put a link. I'll be linking everything back to the videos which I made, the Zoom sessions, so that you understand what was happening. When the bars are red, the market will cover up those bars. The reason why I took a trade from this point is because it covered up all the red bars, and we had the double spike where the blue and the red spiked. Same thing happened here, blue, green, then the market comes back. Then it will spike at this point where there was a gap, another gap here to spike. See? Then here we have a very good move. The red MA is your exit point. So if you're looking at the markets in the 5 minutes, you wait for them to change into red, then you're good to go. Confirmation, crossing of the exponential 40 moving average, crossing of the MACD and the RSI, confirmed. The market goes down, it has even touched this point. Then the other last thing is when the market is moving up. Let me even delete this. Because it might end up just opening right now. Okay. Let me see. There was a point where, okay, here it was just touching the red MA, touching the red MA. Then there's that condition which it makes. Here when it's touching this, okay, here it was just moving all the way up. It was just touching this, but you don't really take an entry from this point. You wait for the market to reach the sell zone. You sell above, so you wait for the market to reach the sell zone, then you're in after seeing the confirmation. Same thing which happened the time I took a trade. The market was up here after the big spike. I think that's it. The only thing I'm going to expect you guys to do is now to practice and see how you're going to manage to make everything. So imagine you're in the market, see where the star was, and you get spiked. You wait low, you hold for a long time, you get spiked. Look, the market has come back. The other point where the market is going to come back is this. So you guys have the template. The video, I'm going to upload it right now when it's just done recording. I'm going to upload the whole video. Then you can watch it for those who have come late. You can watch the video. Then how to configure all this. I put the file has been sent in the group. The offer